Hi, my name is Richard Whittington, Whittington Press News Network. This web page is Amazon.com. Amazon.com. They sold me the freezer February 5th, 2017, and now it's 9th month, 2018. And they have no warranty on this web page, but they do have this little thing here I can click on. And then bring this up. It's GE replacements will replace. Well, the freezer they sold me is RCA, not GE. Amazon gave me a phone number 1-856-13344, 1-800-561-3344. That is over there in Canada. And they also transfer me over to our GE company, 1-800-626-2005. They told me they do not work on our CA freezers. They work on their own freezer made by GE, not RCA. This warning on the web page of Amazon is false advertisement. It's not legal. If you click on this one, they say warranty PDF, nothing happened. Freezer no good after a year and a half. They have knowledge of this. Hear what their video on their webpage say.
Your refrigerator's freezer can easily become stuffed. So where do you put the bulk food you buy on sale or the extra homemade soup and lasagna? If it's time to buy a freezer, Consumer Reports tests hundreds of them for temperature performance, energy efficiency, ability to stay cold after a power outage, and noise, all to make your decision easier. The two most popular are chest and upright freezers. Chest freezers come in small, medium, and large. They generally have a larger footprint than uprights. For instance, a chest freezer that has 22 cubic feet inside takes up a 6-foot by 2-foot space. An upright that has 22 cubic feet inside takes up a 2.5 by 2.5 foot space. Prices range from about $200 to $1,000. You can buy a small Consumer Reports top-rated model for about $200. Inside a basic chest freezer, you'll find a wide open space with a removable basket. Larger capacity models can come with dividers and more baskets to hold smaller food items that you want easier access to. Chests generally hold more food per square foot than uprights. Keep in mind that you'll have to bend over and reach deep to get items at the bottom, so make sure you're comfortable with that range. Chest freezers typically do a better job than uprights protecting food from freezer burn, which appears as brownish-gray leathery spots on food. Here's why. They're not self-defrosting. Self-defrosting has its benefits, but it means the interior temperature actually rises when the system needs to melt built-up ice inside the compartment. These temperature changes can lead to freezer burn. We test to see which units do the best with no power for 9 hours, monitoring the temperature in 15 locations inside the freezer. Chest freezers typically keep food colder, longer if you lose power. Since they do take up a lot of space, you need to consider where a chest freezer will fit. The good news? The basement and garage are fair game. Most freezer manufacturers suggest that they can operate safely in a space where temperatures reach up to 110 degrees. You'll save energy if you put your freezer in a cooler spot. Wherever it is, a chest freezer does require some maintenance. Every 6 months, you'll have to check for ice buildup on the inner walls. If it's too thick, about a ½ inch, it's time to defrost. This means finding a place to store your food for several hours.
You can minimize frost by opening the lid less often. Also, consider keeping an inventory to cut down on the amount of time you spend searching for things. You should also repackage food in several layers of plastic wrap to reduce moisture loss.
If you opt for an upright freezer, you'll need to decide between a manual defrost model and one that self-defrosts. We'll give you details on those in a minute. Upright freezers have a smaller footprint than chests. They're generally just 28 to 36 inches wide. The capacity for uprights runs from 10 to 25 cubic feet. Uprights have shelves and bins inside, as well as door storage, so you can see and organize your food better. Those extras can take up as much as 20% of the usable space. Uprights are more expensive than chest freezers, running from about $300 to $1,500. You can get a Consumer Reports top-rated upright for about $700. Check out our ratings on consumerreports.org. Unlike chest freezers, some uprights are moving beyond the standard plain white color palette, like this slate gray one or this stainless model. A manual defrost upright can save you a little money if you don't mind removing your food every 6 months while you defrost it. Although
They were talking about backyard safety. If you're going to have a fridge in your backyard, whether it's a mini fridge or a full-size fridge, you might want to think about investing a very, very small amount of money on a refrigerator lock. You really don't want your child being able to wander into a refrigerator. Even a mini fridge that only has one shelf can be a suffocation hazard for a child. A crawler or a toddler can actually open it up and fit in there and obviously pull the door shut and suffocate. There are also, food allergy dangers, choking hazards, and if you keep any sort of glass bottles in the refrigerator, it's very easy for a little one to pull that refrigerator open, grab a bottle, start running, and obviously hit the ground, and there are cut and laceration hazards with that. So again, out on the market, there are plenty of very inexpensive different kinds of refrigerator locks, so I recommend going out and seeing what best suits your needs if you're going to have a mini fridge or a fridge out on your yard.
Amazon false advertisement. February 3rd, 2017, when I ordered it. They don't tell you up front how many years, how long the warranty is. You got this here, it won't do nothing. And you got this right here. What can we help you with? They do not have any important information. If you pick here, you will get what I showed you before. Amazon is a bad company to order anything from.